What's the difference between an MDA or minimum descent altitude and a DA or decision altitude on an instrument approach chart? On approaches with an MDA published, you can descend to the MDA after passing the final approach fix and any step-down fixes. There's no vertical guidance on these approaches. Once reaching the MDA, you'd level off and continue along until you had the required visual references to make a landing, or until you reached the missed approach point and had to execute a missed approach. You'll find MDAs published on non-precision approaches like VOR, localizer, RNAV approaches with LNAV minima, and NDB approaches. DA, or decision altitude, also called decision height, is found published on approaches with vertical guidance, like an ILS or RNAV approach with LPV minima. These approaches have a glide slope to give vertical guidance along the approach course, while an MDA is like a floor you level off at and continue along until you see the runway or have to go missed. You don't level off at a decision altitude. Once you reach this altitude, you must either decide to continue the approach if the required visual references are there, or fly the missed approach immediately. This is why it's called a decision altitude. On approaches with a DA, the missed approach point is the place where the DA intersects the glide slope. DAs are typically lower than MDAs because of the precise vertical guidance on these types of approaches.